Fish stories. I want to hear some fish stories. Morgan, we'll start with you since you seem to be the better of the two fishermen.
Yeah, put the mountain bike guy on the spot.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw that? God, I thought I'd get that by you.
I was ready for you, man. I was ready for you. Yeah, I started out fishing when I was a kid, but just like bait fishing when we went camping and stuff as a family, catching sunfish and then using the sunfish to catch bigger fish, that kind of game. But yeah, after I met John, he was like, "Hey, let's go fly fishing. Let me show you this thing." And he took me to this river that I'm not allowed to name. That was the first thing I learned about fly fishing.
Yeah.
We don't talk about fly fishing.
Yep. First rule about fly fishing: you don't talk about fly fishing.
Yeah, and he's like, "Okay, we got to make sure, we're like check in with the landowner, make sure, they're not gonna be upset that we're here." It's like, okay, yeah, cool. Like drive down like the farm road, try not to get shot, park, and then hike, 6 miles through the woods, not on any kind of real trail, just a game trail.
And then Montana trail, Morgan.
And yeah, Montana trails don't work in Washington State though, because it's all just completely overgrown.
Yeah.
But we pop out on this river and we start, heading upstream, and it's literally just a canyon, just like Stonewall Canyon. So caught my first rainbow on that trip, which was awesome. That was a great experience. Caught a whole bunch of whitefish too, which was a little less exciting.
They're a blast too. Yeah,
that's what we were targeting, Morgan. We were looking for whitefish.
Oh yeah. You gave me the easy pickings on trip number one. But we ended up rock climbing through the canyon to get to the different sections on the river, because it was pretty low and pretty deep and narrow, and the walls were just yeah. So thankfully it was pretty warm out, so when we fell in, it wasn't too bad to go swimming.
Fell in? You mean like out of a boat, or someone pushed you?
No, just like fell off the rocks. Like,
no, Gary, we're not like you and fall out of boats.
Just checking, because it's happened. We're not talking about it. He has no idea what he's talking about. He's only heard stories that are not true that we've made up. Yeah, so good swims are always good. I enjoy a good swim.
On purpose or on accident?
Yes.
Good answer.
When they happen.
Yeah, I'd like to make them happen, but a lot of times they just happen. But.
Yeah. Would you like beer or whiskey? Yes.
Yes. Yep. One here, one there. We're good.
Yeah.
So with you talk about beer, with you pushing to Montana, you missed all the different breweries and beer styles?
Yeah, you brought up the other code word, beer.
Yeah. There's no beer in Montana.
Yeah.
No.
There's nothing here.
It's a desolate wasteland. Don't go there.
So I mean that's such a different aspect. I mean, you couldn't. People think about it. I mean that's a big learning curve too, to think about going from the Pacific Northwest, which a lot of people don't realize. They think, oh, it's just you just go out to the rivers and fish. No, it can be pretty fucking nasty around here if you don't pay attention. We have some treacherous areas. I mean, it's not necessarily easy, especially on our
Portland,
side
Oregon.
of the mountain range, where like me and Morgan are. We're both on the west side. It can get hairy. I mean, there's spots in the forest where you can walk 10 feet and you might not make it back out.
Yeah.
And you just disappear. And then once you get on, like, let's say the Yakima side or the Deschutes side for like me, you're like a high mountain desert and you can fucking see miles. And it's just like, it's such a different. And then you go to Montana, and it matters in Montana where you go. But I mean, shit, you can jump on a river in Madison and see 50 miles down the road, and then cross over to West Yellowstone, try to fish there and see like 5 feet and stuff. So, it's just, people got to realize. I mean, that's what I love about you hearing Morgan say, "Oh, we did this ravine." That shit's for real around here.
Yeah, that particular one.
Yeah,
it's very real.
Like the grizzly bears and stuff, but I mean, cougars are the only thing around here that make my butt pucker. But other than that, dude, Mother Nature will fucking get you if you're not paying attention.
Yep. Yeah. Anyone who says there's no cougars around is nope. You're wrong. Yeah. We got them 10 miles outside of town. They're around.
We have one that rolls behind our freaking middle school, and that's less than 3 miles. And I know he's been through our neighborhood because 2 people have seen him so far.
Yep.
and stuff. So
Crazy.
makes it interesting.
Mhm.
All right, John, give us your best fish story.
Best fish story. Well, my favorite, I don't know if it's the best one, but my favorite one is
Those are the best ones.
Okay, got it. So that one, I would say, so I was in Kodiak, Alaska. I was, it's probably about 8 years ago now, maybe 10. And we go on a family trip. We've been going for about 15 years, a little more than that. And we swing for king salmon. And it was a really tough trip. Water was starting to get blown a little bit, a lot of rain, really low counts coming in for the kings. And I was swinging this run just down from camp. So, it's a really remote area. You have to take a float plane in, they drop you off and you're there for 12 days. We didn't used to bring sap bones because my dad thought that was like quitting or something. I don't know. But
Way out, and we're not gonna.
I don't
have
know.
it here.
I don't know what his deal is. I can't wait for him to hear me say that. But yeah, he has like a death wish when we're in Alaska. He doesn't carry a gun. We see about 30 pairs a day. I don't know. Anyway, so I was swinging, really tough fishing. I think it was day 4. I hadn't even hooked a fish. I hadn't even turned one. And I'm just, 3 casts, take half a step, 3 casts, take half a step. I would fish the whole run, go back to the top of the run, I was fishing Skagit heads, I believe. So, I've changed the tip, try to get into a different water column depth, just methodic, just going through similar to how you have to do in steelhead and the PNW sometimes. And ended up finally, hitting one. And I felt it stuck, set. It was fighting super weird. I was really worried I foul hooked it, which is almost impossible because there's no kings in there. You're swinging a fly. So I don't know how I would even do that. But when I say no kings that year, there's usually, let's say, 4,000 in the system at that time. And I think there was 25.
Oh,
It was like no fish that year. It's actually closed now, that particular system for kings, because the runs have been so bad. But at the time, I think we were just early. They were just a late run. But anyway, hook him, fight him for what you would expect a 30-pound king. That was about 30 to 40 pounds is like a big fish in that river. And they're hot. They got sea lice all over them. It's a kick. So I'm fighting him. My cousin runs down to help me land him. He's going to tail him. I'm trying to get him in. I'm just getting my butt kicked. And finally he's trying to come in. I'm like, just grab is he foul hooked or where's the hook at? I'm like trying to figure it out. And he's like, it's not in his mouth. I don't see it. And I'm going, what? And I'm trying to look at it. And anyway, he catches it. So that fish was lassoed. So I had wrapped the line somehow. I'm guessing it hit maybe his adipose, like coming around the top or something, or maybe the tail fin, and then it somehow came, and then the fly hooked the line and just was able to. Their tails are so big, it just hung on. So he literally just unhooked the thing and he was off.
Holy crap.
It's the craziest thing. I wouldn't believe me if I heard me saying it, but that's what happened. And actually, just not to plug something, but we have a shirt that's called the Pedal Cowboy, and it's a picture of a guy on a bike lassoing a fish. That's why.
Oh man.
Now we know the story behind it.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
Dude,
pretty
that is
weird.
epic.